All right, guys, welcome back. Day 2 on the fencing. We're gonna set some T-posts. I do need to set one more wooden post, but you already see me do that. We got our one post in, pretty solid. Concrete probably still needs to set up some more. We're not gonna put no pressure on it. Roughly the edge of the post is about 70 feet, so I'll throw one down there about 34 or 35 foot. Roughly in the middle. And then every about roughly 10-12 foot, we're gonna put a metal T-post. I got 2 on that side of the post, 2 on this side of the post. So even out a little bit, it'll give it, you know, the animal won't be able to push up under or nothing. So the 3 tools I use to set T-post is string, run my string, make sure I tuck it on the outside of the post where your fence is gonna go. Because otherwise if you tie it, it'll be in the middle. It doesn't really matter if your T-post is a little bit further away, but that'll get you set right. You need yourself a nice long tape measure. You can run it on out. I mean, you don't have to, you can step it out, but then you need one of these, T-post pounder. I forgive the kid's got off of school, so he's out riding his dirt bike, kid up over down the road. You really want to use T-post pounder. You can use a sledgehammer, but I've driven in hundreds, maybe thousands of these. If you do use a hammer, sometimes these pieces will shear off and go flying. I haven't really had the problem with T-post pounder because it hits everything all at once. So now, when you set your fence, you see these little nipples on there. If you're running your wire on the outside, you face them that way. All right, let's see if I can explain it a little bit better. If you're putting animals on the inside of your fence and they're gonna be pushing along your fence, then you want it this way when they're pushing up against it. But me, I'm putting them on the outside because your wire sits in the loops and it can't slide up and down because you're gonna wire it and these are gonna catch it. Make it slide a little bit. But I'm running it on the outside like that, it makes it a little bit better from the outside when you see it. But for animal wise, you want to have this on the inside. It just depends what you want. Now this post is 5.5 foot tall. My fence is 4 foot tall. So I drive it in the ground. Let's put it down here. I'll just drive them in the ground all the way until the dirt is just a little bit past this little, I don't really know what it's called, a little metal plate. But I drive it to about right there, which will leave me 3 or 4 inches above the fence in case I want to run a piece of barbed wire. If you don't want to, you can drive her down a couple more inches and be flush with the top. That's where the string comes in handy. You can measure, set your string to the right height you want, drive your post down to the top of the string. Now, if you look down the string, you can pull them super tight. The longer run you get, you'll have a tiny sag in it because of string, but you can pull it pretty tight. You just gotta be careful because this stuff will cut you. So that's my plan. So I'm gonna drive some of these posts in, or some of these T-posts in, and then I'll get to digging the wooden one off camera because you guys see me put that one in. Also up by the junk barn, I got another one in. Once we get that little mini X, we're tearing all that down. I'm gonna leave a little piece of the barn for now, just for tools and stuff. Get rid of a bunch of that stuff. But there's another post. We're running a string up there, probably be 3 more T-posts, maybe 4, just because it has this curve in the ground. So probably, I don't know. I might do over 10 feet, so I don't know, we'll see. It's all once you start getting it set up and you'll see how it is. So it's pretty straightforward. All right, I'll get you set up right here. You got this dealie. Got 2 handles. Got a hole in the end, cap on the other end. If you do want to hit the post with a sledgehammer, slide this over it and hit this part. This is the thick piece of steel in here. So I got it kind of laid where did I want it? 70. Yeah, roughly around here, I think. So I just kind of stick them straight up and down. And put this dealie in here. Alright, it's gonna be a little loud, so. I just feel it where I can't feel the top of that little thing sticking out. And there we go. Now, sometimes when you drive these in, they're gonna tilt a tiny bit. I do have fence post pullers that has like this hooked thing at the top. You can try to hook it around here and turn it, but most of the time they're kind of where they go. If they hit a root, go through a root, go through a rock. I'm gonna get these other 3 put in real quick, and see what she looks like. If we chip away a little every day, a little every day, it's been a long day. If you chip away a little every day, you can get a lot done because the wire part pulls pretty quick. The part I hate is the wire clips. Twist them around the wire and around the thing. I'll show you when we get to that. Normally I use they have a tool for it, but I like to wire it pretty tight. Normally I use a little tiny pair of pliers where I can grab a hold of it and bend it and twist it. But we'll get to that. It may be not this week, maybe Sunday, I don't know. We're supposed to get more rain again, so. But my plan is, if you look down there, the second one at the very end is just a hair out of whack. And you see how there'd be different height, just because the ground has a fall to it. If I wanted, I could have measured this string, put it exactly where I wanted it. Actually, the posts are pretty close. Yeah, just that one, second one from me is just up the hair. But like I said, I just drive them in until I get past that little spade thing sticking up, just so it's flush. And that's it. So let me get that wooden post dug in, and then I just need to run my wire that way and do 3 to 4 more T-posts. And then we'll be wire pulling. Can't do it tomorrow because we go pick up my wife's birthday present. That's what this is for. Maybe Thursday. Friday's supposed to rain, so maybe Thursday we'll try to do a pull. I like to do this 70-foot pull because I think I have at least 100 foot left on that roll. Then I have another 300-foot roll coming, and we can finish it off. Plus we have to get a gate. I found a 6-foot gate that'll fit my mower through. The 4-foot gate technically wasn't 4 foot, so the mower would not fit through. If it was 4 foot, it would have fit through because you need a gap on each side. But it was like 3 something, so I got to step up the gate. Now the gate has this kind of wire on it. It's got the small squares, and then they get a little bit bigger at the top, and that'll help keep the animal in, animals out. And that's also important too, to keep animals out of your animals. So let me get this put up. I gotta have a couple more posts. I gotta dig a hole. Oof. Another hole. There's gonna be tons of fencing, so if you guys like fencing, just stay tuned because we got a lot. Posts are still, the wooden posts, the 6 to 7s I use are like $18, almost $20. So unfortunately, I just hate to step it down to the next size. They're a foot shorter and they're just like half the size of these. I like to have that extra. If I want to throw a gate off of it, if you bump it with a mower or something, yeah, it's good. And I do got some telephone poles, like some chunky, like a foot wide, 1.5 feet wide. They're going up in the corner by the road. So if someone hits that, then, you know. Anyway, I ramble on a lot, I'm sure. Do like and subscribe. I appreciate you guys immensely. You know, you keep me filming, you know, getting iPads and cameras and all kinds of stuff just to keep going. It was pretty neat. Good to see all you guys subscribing and joining up. Just one thing you guys got to do is leave some comments or a little bit more likes. All right, sorry guys, GoPro problems again. But as I was saying, just you know, like and subscribe, comment, share a little bit, rewatch some videos, let me know, and we'll get back to fencing hopefully Thursday. I'll catch you guys later. Stay safe.